My name is TJ, and you suck at Arma Reforger. Now, I've made guides, I've held your hand. Basically, I spoon-fed you tactical wisdom like some squad leader reading bedtime stories to his toddlers. But despite my best efforts, you're still out here just catching RPGs like it's your love language or something. So here it is, right? This is your last chance. This is the big intervention. Here's 10 reasons why you still suck at Arma Reforger. Yes, it's your own fault. Let's get into it. Reason 1. Protagonist. Now here's what I see a lot of you do, alright? This is you basically, right? You peek out from cover, you see a vehicle that has like a big cannon on top of it, like an APC or a tank, and like any male brain, you just go, oh, I got this one. Now here's where you're a dingus. You're not the protagonist, alright? You're not the hero. You're not even a side character, bro. You're the tutorial enemy that real players one-tap before the game starts. The mission does not restart when you die. There's no cinematic slow-mo. There's just your ragdoll corpse twitching under a flaming jeep while your team goes, was that guy on our team? Reason 2. Respect. You do not respect the threat, alright? Here's what you do. You see one enemy and you think, oh, that guy's alone. Easy kill. So you push, no recon, no overwatch, just full sprint at him like you're chasing an ice cream truck. You round the corner, ready to rack up a frag, right, for the montage. And then you instantly get deleted by the 4 guys watching that hallway like it's a security cam in a prison break. Now here's why you're the dingus, alright? You keep acting like this entire frickin' map is just a 1v1 arena. It's not, okay? This is not Quake, alright? That dude that you saw, he's not alone. He's probably just bait. He's a decoy. He's the free sample of ice cream at a grocery store. And you just shove the whole tray in your mouth like you're somebody's mom. Speaking of somebody's mom, do you ever get clapped mid-push and just say, where did all these dudes come from? They came from the squad that was always there, alright? They're waiting for some solo dolo doofus dingus like you to come and play hero. You have no situational awareness. You assumed. And in Arma, assumptions get you folded like a camping chair in a mortar strike. Reason 3. Cocky. My guy, you just landed a clean headshot, alright? That's it. And suddenly, your brain flips a switch like you're going beast mode now. Now you're pushing everything solo, you're ignoring corners, you're reloading out in the open, and you're walking like the MVP of a war movie that nobody asked for. Now here's why you're a dingus, alright? That kill, that doesn't mean that you won the fight, alright? It meant your position is now known, you just made noise, and that guy you dropped might not even be dead. He's on the ground bleeding out, for sure, but he might just pull a pistol on you and wonder why the hell you're already pushing the next room like a dingus. You need to double tap, or better yet, don't even bother confirming the first one until you drop the second, third, and fourth, right? Get your priorities straight, right? No, it's kill, survive, clear, and then you have time to flex on your bros. You're not on a kill streak, alright? You're on borrowed time right now. And your overconfidence just made you a free highlight for the enemy team. Reason 4. YOLO. Now, not everybody does this, but I've seen a lot of people do this. You start off like a real operator, right? You take those 45 minutes to make your perfect class or whatever. You mark your route. You even coordinate with your squad and call out a fallback point like some grizzled milsim veteran. And then the second you don't see action within like 30 seconds, you lose all composure and you sprint down a street like it's a foot race to your own funeral. Basically, you couldn't even stick to your own plan for a full minute. Your brain went full hamster mode the second the dopamine ran out, and now your tactical posture has collapsed into full-blown squirrel brain sprinting because nothing's happening. Why isn't anything happening? Now here's the thing, all right. Some of the days there's a whole lot of nothing, all right. You're just sitting. Overwatch. You hold position and not die. If that's too hard for you, 20 minutes of watching something, bring some music, all right. If you're a passenger in a Logi truck, get a fidget toy, get like a piece of paper and doodle something. If you have a wireless headset, spin in circles. Dude, I don't care, alright? Just keep your 3 neurons from deciding, hey, what if we run into that hill all alone and reload once we're in the open and just die? Have I ever done this? No. I actually recall playing Battlefield 2 Project Reality and sitting on a 50 cal for like 45 minutes. While my buddies went and captured an objective. I think in total I fired like 30 rounds, and I'm not even sure if I hit a single thing. But I did hold that position, alright? Because that was my job. Now you don't have to take it that serious, but still. You'd be halfway across the map chasing echo gunfire and abandoning your squad just to go LARP as Rambo in the trees. Number 5. The vibes. Now here's what I see you guys do. A lot of you do this, alright? You hear shots, and your immediate reaction is gunfire? Ooh! Unga boonga, attack! Now here's why that is a dingus move, alright? If you're going straight at something, there's no way you're flanking. You're not flanking, you're not reacting, you're just donating your body to someone else's kill streak, alright? This is respawning with extra steps. If you do this, just hit escape and click respawn instead. That enemy squad that's shooting, or is it even enemy? Did you even check the map? Or are you just like a zombie running towards anything audible? Now let's say it's an enemy squad. But they're shooting, they're already engaged, already focused, already aiming. And you're mentally, you're stuck in that spawn menu, alright? Your brain is just chasing noise like a moth is chasing a lamp. Now don't get me wrong, sound is useful. Yes, you should go check it out. It tells you where people might be, so use it. Set it up, intercept people, plan it out, but don't just sprint in a straight line like you're rushing to grab the last slice of pizza. You're not responding here, you're just charging into a bush blindly. Your mom really likes it when I do that. Reason 6. First contact. Now I'm happy to say some of you out there do this. You make a plan, you even brief your squad, right? You put marks on the map, you put waypoints on there, a fallback position. You've even got a second objective planned, which is great. Alright, that's amazing. A round of applause for Dingus. You got a whole tactical flow chart in your head, you know? And then first contact, the guy that you gave all the explosives to, yeah, he just died. The flank on the right collapses, and Steve over there, he throws a smoke grenade at himself. Meanwhile, you freeze up like some disconnected AI or something, and it's because you're a dingus, alright? You treat the plan like it's a script for a video or something. Like you can't deviate from it without permission from the Arma gods. But here's the truth. There is no plan. There is no plan! The plan is basically just a starting point, right? It's guidelines. You don't plan every single footstep you take, you just plan a route. What matters is what you do after it goes wrong. Because it's gonna... I mean, look at you. It's gonna go wrong. And the second that those bullets start flying, the whole map is gonna shift. And if you have no ability to adapt to any of that, then you're just an NPC in a fancy uniform waiting for your death animation to finish playing. Plans are meant to be broken if needed, you know, flexed, adjusted, or thrown in the trash. Now if you stick to yours out of ego and you don't adapt, that's not tactical, alright? That's some would even say that's untactical or delusional. Reason 7. The map. Oh my god, boys, you open the map and you go, color green, big circle, me go. And that's it. There's no thought behind those eyes, no context, you're just chasing shapes on a piece of paper. Like a dingus, alright? You don't see the game unfolding. You don't notice that point's been dead for 10 minutes, that your team's flanking south, or that the enemy fob is clearly relocated because it's obliterated by helicopter RPGs. Helicopter RPGs? Rockets, right. Jesus. My brain is in top form today. And just like my brain not being able to read or think right now, you're not reading the situation. You're just chasing shiny things like a bird and hoping for seed. Like your moth. Now, I've seen players run to disconnected objectives before. Like, actually run. Not in a car. They look on the map, and they're like, oh, northwest. And then they run over there on foot. Taking off their shoes and stuff to lose 2 kilograms of weight. And all that funkiness, alright? And then the objective is disconnected from... They just pushed an empty zone of the map. That's not coming back, alright? They just ran away from an objective that needed help to go and capture an uncappable objective with no help. And guess what those people do then? Do you think they run back? Hell no! They hit escape, and they hit respawn, and they... They just wasted everything on them. If you push empty zones, you're gonna die alone defending a position that you can't cap, alright? And the positions that you could have capped are gonna get taken down because there's multiple dinguses like you running away from objectives. You ever wonder why you're always out of sync? You know? Seems like you always have to catch up with other people. It's because you're reading the map like it's a postcard. It's not, alright? It's a warning label, and you didn't read it properly. Reason 8. Competence. Now here's a scenario that you've been in every single minute that you play Arma. You push an angle without checking properly, and then someone hits you, right? You get down behind a rock and you just sit there like, alright, someone's gonna come and revive me, right? I mean, it's your squad's duty to be like a safety net, right? They'll cover you, they'll throw out smokes and back you up and support you, right? Wrong! This is Arma, alright? Half of your team doesn't even know you exist, and the other half is building a fob in the wrong direction and flipping Logi trucks for content. Nobody's watching your flank. Nobody is sprinting over to rescue you like they're Desmond Doss, right? And the guy who might save you, that dude is alt-tapped, alright? He's picking a different song on YouTube, so shut up. My point is, no one can rely on you, so why are you relying on your team to save you? You're lucky if they don't accidentally kill you. You're not being tactical, you're just a delusional radio. If you want backup, call your radio. If you want a revive, you can ask, but assuming teamwork exists on a higher level in a public server, that's on you, Dingus. Reason 9. Nades. Now I know you all fill your inventory with mags and maybe grenades, but you guys are ignoring smokes, and if you're using a grenade launcher and playing vanilla, a lot of you are ignoring flares as well, like they're optional side loot for some reason. Smokes save lives. That sounds like a pro-smoking campaign. Smoke grenades save lives. Flares can win you night fights. But no, you're out here dying in the open because you didn't want to carry an extra canister. You try to cross open ground with no cover, get dropped, and then go, "What the hell, guys?" No, idiot. It's not those other, but TeeJay. No. No, you. I've played entire night missions or nighttime servers, I guess, where nobody used the flare. Just playing vanilla is so... It just irks me, alright? You're just sitting in the dark, pretending that night vision goggles don't exist. I mean, for the time period, alright, I understand, alright? But who the hell wants to crawl through the woods in silence for 20 minutes in the dark just to get clapped by someone that got a flare? So pop smokes, fire flares, or just carry flares. You don't need to shoot him, just find a guy with a GL, give him some flare shots, make light, make space. Or keep dying like a minimalist with a death wish. Reason 10. You. Now, it's not like I'm watching you constantly through your window. Did you just look behind you? But honestly, bro, sometimes you lean the wrong way. I've done it before, right? Or you see something in the distance, and instead of binoculars, you press the night vision button. You pull out binoculars instead of a rifle, and then you aim down sight, but instead of shooting someone, you're just checking his pores. You reload out in the open, you jump off of a roof thinking there's like no fall damage. You press the wrong key, you bandage while standing out in the open and your buddies are dying around you. Or maybe you tab out and tab back in mid-ambush. Because sometimes it's not about tips and tricks and tactics or knowledge or skill. It's just about raw, unfiltered, pure grade user error. We've all been there, alright? I've banged my own friends before. I mean, I've thrown flashbangs at teammates before, alright? I've walked into my own grenades or got run over by a friendly truck that I parked myself, but didn't really put the parking brake on, or... You know, sometimes you get armored, and other times... Arma gets U'd. And when it does, there's nothing left to do but just laugh it off and hit respawn. Just don't make it a pattern, alright? So let me do a quick recap before your chimp brain resets and you start calling your AK a metal stick shooty bang bang. 1. You're not Clint Eastwood. You're not the main character. You're that dude in the background that's drinking an empty mug of tea. 2. Stop pushing like a solo dolo dingus. That guy, he's not alone. He's bait. 3. Don't get cocky after 1 kill, alright? That kill was just a warning, not a reward. 4. Stop LARPing a tactical genius if you're just gonna YOLO at the first sign of boredom. 5. Stop treating gunfire like a blind invitation. You're not John Wick, alright? You're not Baba Yaga. You're a headshot in progress. Number 6. Adopt a ginger cat and only feed it expensive fresh tuna every day. Wait, what? Number 7. Stop treating plans like a script. Adapt or get erased. 8. Stop thinking your squad is gonna save you. They're busy building sandbag art installations, alright? 9. Stop ignoring utility. Bring smokes, flares, and maybe bring some brain cells as well. And number 10, acceptance. Just accept the fact that sometimes you're just built to die. But at least now you know why you're doing it. I want to thank you guys for watching. Dogs. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, you're either serious about improving or your mouse died or something. Either way, I'll take it. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Now go out there and stop sucking at Arma. And I'll see you guys in the next one.